Archangel Michael communicates. Dear heart, it is a profound joy to know that you have finally found this message. For exactly 21 days, I have been waiting for this moment to bring you something that will radically transform your understanding of your life. I can guarantee that your tears will flow as you hear what I intend to reveal. But it is crucial that you remain here, as this revelation has a limited time to reach you. Stop everything right now, just for a few moments. I'm not asking for your time, I'm asking for your essence. For what I'm about to share is something the heavens have been trying to whisper to you every night as you rest. Have you been feeling that strange sensation, that slight tremor in your chest, that silence that suddenly seems to cry out truths? It was never mere chance. It was my presence. It was heaven. It was divine love seeking to pierce your sorrows and reach your spirit. Right now, I need you to stay with me. Don't scroll. Don't abandon this message. Because if you leave now, you might miss the only answer your essence has been secretly searching for. There is someone in the higher dimensions. Someone who used to comfort you when no one else could. Someone who wiped your tears or made you laugh until you forgot the hardships of this world. And that person has begged me to bring this message especially for you. Yes, your name was spoken yesterday at 3:11 a.m., resounding through the portals of eternity. This person declared, please, if they hear anything today, let it be this very thing. And I, Archangel Michael, promised that I would not rest until this revelation reached you. It is not coincidence, it is sacred. It is your divine encounter with healing, truth, and full revelation. You've been feeling exhausted lately, haven't you? It's not the kind of tiredness that can be cured with a good night's sleep, but rather the kind that weighs on your spirit, the kind of fatigue that creeps into even the happiest moments, like a shadow following your happiness. You've been smiling, but only half-heartedly laughing, but secretly wondering if anyone can truly see you for who you are. Oh dear soul, heaven sees you, God sees you, I see you, and most importantly, something incredible is on its way. That's why I was sent. A transformation is brewing in the realms above you right now, and before it touches your reality, you needed this warning, this comfort, this unshakable truth. Something happened 3 weeks ago. Do you remember that uncomfortable interpretation, that small incident that, at the time, seemed inconsequential, but left you wondering, why did it happen? Who was that figure? What was that dream trying to convey? It wasn't just life acting randomly, it was divine intervention, and it was part of the reason I was sent here to find you before it's too late. I was told you would ignore this message, claiming you would be so accustomed to disappointments that you would not believe again. But I asked heaven for one more opportunity to reach you, and now that you are here, I need you to open your heart, because I am about to share something that could radically change the course of the next 11 days of your life, and potentially prevent something devastating. Yes, devastating. Not because I intend to scare you, but because I care enough to warn you. There's a door in your life that's about to close, and another that's about to open. But here's the reality that most people only recognize when it's too late. God closes doors you begged him to open because he sensed what you couldn't detect. There was betrayal hidden behind that smile, a trick hidden behind that offer, disappointment disguised as opportunity. And even though you cried when it was gone, heaven celebrated because it knew your life was being protected. And now, dear one, you stand on a bridge between what has passed and what is to come. That's why I'm here, because for what's to come, you need to be spiritually prepared. Pay attention, someone plans to connect with you before the end of this week. You'll recognize them by the weather. It will be strange, unexpected. They might send you a message or show up in a way you didn't anticipate, but their presence won't be accidental. You must exercise your discernment. You will feel peace or confusion in your heart when they appear. This feeling is me. It's heaven warning or guiding you. Don't disregard your intuition this time. You've ignored it before and suffered. Not this time. This time, we will be with you. If this message touches your heart, then pause and open yourself, because you were meant to receive it. Heaven isn't finished communicating with you yet. There's something else I need to share, something even deeper. There is a box, yes, a spiritual one, that is hidden within your soul, and it has been locked since childhood. In this box are memories, dreams, things you buried just to survive. You told yourself, no one would understand. But I do. I see you even in the places where you hid from yourself. That moment when you thought about giving up, I was there. That prayer you whispered in the darkness, believing no one heard, I myself carried to heaven. And now, God is about to reveal something within you that has remained silent for years. There is a spiritual heritage with your name on it, a calling, a destiny, something you were created for, but life, pain, fear, and loss have delayed it all. But heaven is announcing, no more delays. That's why you're here. That's why you're still reading. Something has been awakened in you tonight. You may feel chills. You may feel tears coming. Allow them to come. This is not weakness. It is freedom. It is the Spirit flowing through you. You're not insane. You're not broken. You're remembering who you truly are. But you must also be aware that someone is watching you closely right now on earth, not in judgment, but in admiration. They perceive something divine in you and don't even understand why they're so drawn to your essence. This is because you carry heaven within you. That's why you often feel too much, love intensely, cry deeply, and dream big, because you were never meant to live a small life. And they sense it, the presence around them. They may not know it's angelic, but they will soon discover it. Stay with me because there's one last thing I need to warn you about. There's a battle you haven't engaged in, but you are a part of, a spiritual battle in your home, in your relationships, in your own mind. The confusion, the exhaustion, the strange disputes, the sudden setbacks. This is no mere coincidence, it's war. But I'm here to assure you that you're not alone. The next time that voice in your head tells you you're failing, I want you to declare out loud, I am covered, I am chosen. I am not alone, because I, Michael, watch over your house tonight, and I will not allow what's coming to destroy you. Do you feel it? This is peace beginning to invade where fear used to be. This is heaven whispering, stay close, we're not done yet. And dear one, we truly are not, far from it. You're still here, and that has powerful meaning. It means your soul has already recognized this message before your mind even comprehended it. This is how the divine works. It doesn't need evidence, it just requires permission. To obtain this strength in your life, write in the comments now, my heart is light, and no evil can resist this vibration. From this point on, nothing will be the same. Now that you have turned your attention to the sky, pay attention to what begins to reveal itself. It won't take days or weeks, but it will begin tonight. That ringing in your ears, that trembling in your chest, that sudden change in mood seas are not mere sensations, they are signs, spiritual signs. This is your confirmation that what I share does not belong to this world, but to the realm where your name has been urgently mentioned. There is a prophecy tied to your name, and it was almost lost, almost, but the heavens brought it back. I myself brought it through dimensions of battle to deliver it to you. This is your scroll, and I say with consideration, do not dare discard it. There are prayers waiting for you to awaken, prayers from your lineage, from your mother's tears, from your great-grandmother's sacrifice. from a man who stood in a field with tears in his eyes and pleaded with God, "Please protect my family's future." This man has never met you, but you are the answer to his prayers. You are the continuation of promises made generations ago. That's why the enemy has worked so hard to wear you down. Because if you ever truly believe in who you are, you will break every curse your family has ever carried. And here's the truth, you've already achieved this, you just don't realize it yet. At this very moment, spiritual resources are being prepared specifically to strengthen your journey. There is a set of divine tools created for individuals just like you. Souls who are rediscovering their inner power and need practical support to navigate this transformation. The link to these resources is in the pinned comment or description. For when heaven acts, it offers everything you need to sustain the change that is occurring. And if this message has resonated with you so far and you want to help it reach others who are also going through a critical moment, click "Thank you so much." This small gesture helps keep alive the mission of bringing light to those who have lost hope. Immense gratitude. But the signs are about to begin. Over the next 72 hours, you will notice 3 things. The first will be an unexpected moment of stillness. Time will seem to slow down. You will look around you and feel something whisper, "This is a sign." That's when you pause, breathe, and listen. The second will be a person, possibly a new face or someone returning, who will say something that seems specifically directed at you. In fact, these words are for you. The third will be a number, a date, or a name that will come up repeatedly. It might appear on your phone, in a receipt, in a conversation with a stranger, or even in a dream. When this happens, it's the heavens signaling that the beginning is near. Be alert. Now, listen carefully. This part is crucial. A storm is trying to gather around your tranquility. It's not what it seems. It will come in the form of a distraction, a call, a mistake, a memory, and it will try to pull you back into old cycles. Don't give in. Don't return to what God has already freed you from. You asked for freedom. Don't crawl back into chains disguised as comfort. The enemy always appears as something familiar. You need to be more cunning this time. You've grown. You've evolved. Don't you see that? You're not the same person you were 2 months ago. Now you're following angels. Dear one, it's crucial that you understand something profound. The reason you found yourself isolated, alienated, misunderstood, and even forgotten by those you trusted wasn't rejection, but rather a redirection. They couldn't keep up with where God was taking you. That's why they left. That's why everything fell apart. No matter how hard you tried to keep things as they were, they kept slipping through your fingers. Because heaven was eliminating inappropriate connections, and now you are lighter. You may feel lonely, but this solitude is not a punishment, it is a preparation. And soon you will understand why it was necessary to walk alone until your light was recognized. You are being watched closely now. Every tear you shed is being collected. Every sigh is being recorded. Every moment you thought of giving up, heaven sent armies to surround you. In these moments, you may not have noticed, but if you could see how many battles have been avoided for you, you would fall to your knees in gratitude. Your survival is not luck. You survived because you were chosen. Let me pause for a moment and gently reiterate this. You have the right to rest. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to carry everyone's burden. You don't have to keep pretending to be okay just so others don't feel uncomfortable. You've had courage for a long time, but now it's time for heaven to embrace you. Let go of what hurts you. Rest here, in this moment, as you read this. Let go of the guilt, the shame, the pressure, and the confusion. These feelings no longer belong to you. I, Miguel, am removing them from you as we speak. You may feel lighter now. You may even cry. This isn't weakness. It's the release of the weight that was weighing on your soul. You did what you could. Now let us support you. And don't worry, you haven't missed your chance. I know sometimes it feels like you're behind, like everyone around you is ahead, like you've somehow failed. But you haven't failed. You're not late. You're in the process of being prepared. Some people blossom quickly and wither just as quickly, but you, my dear, are an oak tree, deep-rooted, constantly growing, unwavering in the face of storms. And now, after all you've overcome, it's your time. Yes, your time has come. Time to receive, time to forgive yourself, time to trust again, time to believe that your best chapters are yet to come. They are just beginning, and they will be written in joy, peace, love, and the abundance of divine blessings. You are about to enter places where your name has already been mentioned even before you arrived. This is divine grace, and it is upon you right now. You have no idea how much heaven loves you, not just for what you do, but for who you are. Even in your lowest moments, you are a light in the eyes of the Creator. Nothing you've ever done has excluded you from the love that created the stars. And now I want you to embrace this with all your being. You are still worthy, deserving of miracles, worthy of a love that endures, worthy of health, laughter, peaceful nights, and pain-free mornings. Regardless of who tried to convince you otherwise, they were wrong. Now, write in the comments, "The presence of angels surrounds and protects me in every way." This statement confirms your bravery, your faith, and your spiritual renewal. Continuing the message, something sacred is about to happen in your home. I won't say when, but when the moment comes, you'll know. A serenity will fill the room. You'll hear something. You'll feel a presence. It may be soft or bold, but it will be authentic. And in that moment, I want you to murmur, "Thank you, Miguel, I'm listening now." Because I'll be there, just like the sky. Now breathe, dear one, because what I'm about to share is something I haven't been able to reveal until now. This part is sacred. It's for your soul alone. If you're still here and your spirit remains calm and receptive to this, then you are the person heaven intended to remain until the end. Because this last truth is not meant for the curious, but for the cold. A moment is fast approaching when you will feel like giving up again. Yes, even after all this, even after hearing this message, for the spiritual battle intensifies before the blessing manifests. It is a last attempt by the forces that have been trying to impede your destiny since the moment you came into the world. This is why you have always felt slightly different, as if you didn't fit in, as if your emotions were heavier, and your joy vulnerable. This is not weakness, it is sensitivity, and this sensitivity is your true power. For the enemy has not been able to harden your heart, even in the face of all the pain. You still hold out hope, still love, still care, and this, dear one, creates within you an element of danger to the darkness. There is an aspect of yourself that you have not yet discovered. Your existence was once a turning point for someone else. Someone noticed you, someone listened to your words. Someone watched how you endured your pain and kept moving forward, and that made a difference to them. They didn't tell you because they didn't have the chance, but heaven noticed, and now your reward is on its way. You will be rewarded for the quiet strength you offered, for the nights you stayed awake, for the way you persisted, even when you felt broken inside. A compensation is being drawn on the timeline of your life. A divine event is being released into the atmosphere. I have seen it, stood before the throne, and heard it proclaimed, "Mark their names for blessing. They have endured enough. The time has come." It will begin quietly. A message, an opportunity, a new door. But the timing will be so perfect that you will smile and say, it had to be God. And it will be because God has been waiting for your willingness, not your perfection, just your readiness. And now you are prepared. But remember this warning, which I offer with love. Do not return to what you were trying to heal. Not this time. I know it's tempting to return to familiar pain, to messages from people who don't know how to love you, to old habits that numb but never heal. However, if you return now, you will be postponing what heaven is already striving to give you. You must move forward, even if you feel afraid, even if tears flow as you walk. Keep moving forward anyway, because everything you've ever wanted is not behind you, but in front of you. And I want to share something curious, something sacred. You will laugh again. And it won't be the kind of laughter you fake around people who don't really recognize you. I mean the kind of laughter that emerges from a place so deep within you that you're left speechless. This is the laughter of someone who has achieved something remarkable. It's the laughter of someone who has finally remembered their true essence. And this is the laughter that undoes prisons in the spiritual world. I urge you to prepare, not with fear, but with confidence. In the next 14 days, there will come a moment when you will feel as if the heavens have opened their doors upon your existence. It may be subtle, or it may descend like a bolt of lightning, but when it does, remember this message, remember these words, remember what I warned you. This is no mere coincidence. This is the moment heaven has foreseen from the beginning. And if you found that this message genuinely touched your heart, remember, supporting this mission is also an expression of love. If you feel it in your heart, click "Thank you so much" so that more people receive words that save, welcome, and awaken. Now, I leave you with one last secret, and if you forget everything I've said, please don't forget this. You are never alone. Even in the silence of the night, even when your phone is silent, even when it seems like no one understands you, you are surrounded by love, light, angels, and the presence of a God who is passionate about your soul. He doesn't expect you to be perfect. He just wants you to be receptive, to believe again, to trust once more, because this time it's real. Archangel Michael is more than just a name. I am your shield, your guardian, your reminder that heaven still fights beside you, that heaven has not forgotten you, that your story is still being written, has only just begun, and the next chapter will be completely different from the last. Close your eyes now, whisper these words out loud, even if it feels strange. I receive, I release, I rise. Let them resonate. Allow them to be your new beginning. And when you wake up tomorrow, the transformation will have already begun. Heaven is already working on your behalf. Miracles are closer than your next breath. Just wait, and you will see. Everything is about to transform. I will be with you tonight, tomorrow, and always. Archangel Michael. And even now, as you stand in this sacred space with me, I want you to know, you were not late. You did not miss your miracle. You were always destined to find it, at the very moment it happened. This message is like a furtive letter, carefully folded in the bosom of time, a divine mark written on the folds of eternity, and you have just unraveled it. Your spirit knew, even if your mind hesitated. For the soul always remembers what the world tries to make us forget, that we are loved without limits and never, ever left behind. And, dear one, you urgently need to hear this now. What lies ahead will be different from what you left behind. The pain you faced before was not a punishment, but a preparation. You had to go through dark nights to learn how to welcome the light when it finally arrives. You had to experience the feeling of being despised by others to recognize the moment when God brings someone who loves you exactly as you are. And these people are coming, not just in a romantic context, but also your soul tribe, people who will see you, not the mask, not the act, but the real you. and you won't have to fight for their attention. You won't have to shrink to make them feel comfortable. You won't have to justify your wounds. They will love the version of you that was rejected before, because they were sent to you from heaven. A new chapter is about to unfold, one where you're not constantly struggling to survive, one where money isn't a constant worry, one where you're not begging the world for understanding. This is what's coming: stability, peace, abundance, but above all, alignment. A kind of alignment where you won't feel the need to ask, is this right? Because your entire being, your entire essence will say yes in a strong, undeniable whisper. This time, it will feel different because it truly is different. But before this chapter begins in its entirety, I need to ask you one thing. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know, for what you accepted, for the wrong people you trusted, for the time you stayed, for the nights you remained silent when your spirit cried out, for the way you addressed yourself when you were exhausted and hurt. Forgive yourself, not because you were wrong to feel broken, but because your recovery begins the moment you say, I did the best I could with what I knew, and now I am ready to love myself again. This is a sacred moment, this now, between you and me. Heaven is listening, recording every tear that falls as you read this. Every trembling breath, every memory that emerges is being held in divine hands. You're not just recovering, you're transforming, you're developing, leaving behind the weight of a former identity that no longer fits the emerging future. And yes, I understand that fear is present. Being afraid is acceptable. Not knowing what lies ahead is normal. You don't need to have the entire path mapped out. You just need to take the next step with faith. And I will be by your side, with you, guiding, protecting, whispering softly when the confusion intensifies. You will recognize my presence. You will feel serenity. You will experience a peace that transcends logic. This is how angels act, not in disorder, but in clarity, not in fear, but in presence. Let me remind you of something right now, because I sense the part of you that asks, what if I'm not prepared? My dear, you are. You are more prepared than ever, ready to embrace, ready to be noticed, ready to stop hiding, ready to stop settling, ready to stop living a life that sounds like a silent apology. You did not come into this world to apologize for your existence. You came to illuminate it. Look around you right now. There are signs in the light, in the numbers, in the wind, in the unexpected kindness of a stranger, in the continuous synchronicity of events, in situations you once considered coincidences that were actually divine orchestrations. Nothing happens by chance. Everything is preparing for you. And this message is now your final confirmation. The transformation has already begun. Soon, people will ask, how did everything change so quickly? And you will smile silently and answer, it started the day I listened to what the universe was trying to communicate to me, and this time I didn't hesitate. This will be your narrative. Those who left you in your lowest phases will watch your ascension from afar. However, those who remained, those who prayed, those who worried for you in silence, will be by your side, because not everyone has the right to experience this new phase. And you are finally realizing that this is not resentment, it is wisdom. You're almost there, so close I can see it, I can feel it. And now I share a final prophecy. An opportunity will arise in the next 9 days. It will be small and seem like a moment that could pass unnoticed. But if your spirit is alert, you will identify it. You will feel a call, you will hear a whisper. This opportunity will result in the first miracle of this new phase. It may be financial, emotional, or relational, but it will change something essential in your life. And when it does, don't hesitate. Say yes, step through, And in that moment, when uncertainty arises and fear engulfs you, place your hand over your heart, close your eyes, and declare one last time, Michael, I trust you. God, I am ready. Then, watch the universe move. The message is now final. The scroll has been delivered. The angels are rejoicing. The heavens are serene because you have finally heard. You have finally opened, and I, Michael, can return to my place and affirm, Dear one, you have heard, we are ready. Walk in peace now, walk in power, walk with the full awareness that you are seen, chosen, protected, and deeply loved. The page has been turned, the night has ended. Now, arise. And as your eyes absorb these last words, I want you to feel something that goes beyond verbal understanding. I want you to feel what I feel when I look at you. Admiration, not pity, not shame, just awe. You have no idea how strong your soul truly is, do you? You have survived storms designed to sink you. You have endured periods of silence that could have broken you, but you are still here, reading this, breathing, searching, waiting. Do you understand what this means? It means you haven't lost your essence. Not really. You were just diminishing it for those who couldn't handle your shine. But that time is over. From this moment on, I need you to shine brightly. It's time to stop apologizing for the space you take up. No more shrinking to fit into environments that were never designed for you. You were never meant to blend in. You were created to bring heavenly light into the darkness, and it's not too late. This is the illusion the darkness wants you to believe, that you failed, that you're late, that the train has already left. Yet I am here, standing as a guardian between different dimensions of time, to ensure the doors remain open. The promises are still active. The love you longed for, the calling you came into the world for, the peace you thought you'd never experience again, it's all still written into your journey. But only if you persist, only if you stop looking to the past. There's nothing there for you now. Leave the past in the past. You no longer belong there. You belong to the light that is emerging before you, and I won't hide it from you. The journey ahead will still have challenges, moments that will try to shake your very essence. But now you have a knowledge you didn't have before. You are not alone on this journey. You have been marked, protected, supported. From now on, what tried to destroy you will retreat. What tried to silence you will lose its power, for you now walk with angelic authority, because you have now remembered who you are, and, more crucially, who you belong to. You are not here by chance. You were born with fervor in your soul and heaven within you. Your voice is powerful. Your dreams are prophetic. That's why you've been under attack for so long. The enemy only attacks what he considers threatening. And you, my dear, are terrifying to him. So now I ask one more thing of you, not for my sake, but for your future. Please don't be silent again. Speak your truth, follow your purpose, pray courageously, love intensely, believe fiercely. And when doubt arises, when old wounds whisper deception, return to this message. Read each word again. Allow them to flow over you like water from the sky. Let them remind you of this night, the night you realized that God never stopped choosing you. Not once, not for an instant. And that divine gift I mentioned earlier has already begun. You felt it, a softness, a certainty, a warmth in your chest that you can't describe. This is the first wave. The next ones will come, one by one, in surprising ways. Stay alert, grateful, hopeful, because when heaven begins something, it completes it. You are not undone, you are liberated. You are not lost, you are being redirected. You are not forgotten, you are being remembered by realms that do not take your name in vain. And tonight, as you rest, the angels will whisper of your dwelling. They will guard your windows. They will stand beside you in bed. You may notice a breeze. You may hear a voice in your dreams. You may feel a presence beside you. Fear not. It's us. It's me. It's heaven watching over the one who finally said yes. And if this spiritual shift impacted your life in any way, if you felt clarity, acceptance, or even a sigh of relief, click thank you so much. This act strengthens this current of light and allows these messages to reach others who, like you, were also on the brink. Now breathe, dear one. Release everything you thought you were meant to be. Allow the divine version of you to emerge from the ashes. Let the light flow. Let the miracles begin. And above all, never forget this. The moment you said yes to this message, the heavens moved, chains broke, cycles ended, timelines shifted, doors opened, and Archangel Michael stood by his side, sword raised, eyes shining with light, proclaiming, "This one is ready now. This one is chosen. This one is marked." The message is now sealed, not in ink, but in spirit. Let your soul carry it wherever you go. And when the time comes to stand up, do so with courage, because the world has not yet witnessed the full power of a heart healed by heaven. That heart is now yours. Use it, love with it, lead with it, shine through it. And I promise you, this is just the beginning. Archangel Michael, right now, I feel your spirit quieting. The part of you that was agitated is becoming still. The part of you that was doubtful is softening. This isn't because of me. It's because, deep down, your soul always knew this moment would come. You didn't know when, how, or in what form, but now it's here. And your spirit nodded before your lips could speak the words. This is faith. This is trust. This is what helps move mountains. And darling, you're about to witness a mountain move in your life. It's been there for far too long, hasn't it? Blocking your view, making you question if there's something on the other side. You prayed, you begged, you waited, and sometimes it seemed like no answer was coming. But what you didn't realize was that while you were waiting for God, He was preparing you. For what? To bear the weight of the miracle. To receive the greatness of the blessing. For the responsibility of carrying more light. Some people desire the crown, but don't accept the call. But you have already paid the price with your tears, your silence, and your patience. And now heaven will recognize what you endured in silence. The mountain will move, not by force, but by grace. You are about to enter a phase where everything will begin to happen without you having to chase, beg, or tear yourself apart to make things happen. Why is this happening? Because God is tired of seeing you suffer through doors that were never meant for you. Now, the right doors will open, not by effort, but by alignment. And when they open, people will comment. They will say, "How did they do that?" They will say, "I never imagined they would make it this far." They will say, "I should have been kinder to them." Let them speak. You're not going through this phase to prove anything. You're going through it to receive everything. What was stolen will be returned. What was delayed will be accelerated. What was broken will be restored even stronger. But most importantly, what was lost in your heart will be recovered. Your peace, your joy, your sense of security in the world. That childlike faith, that hope you buried, that flame that dimmed when life got hard. You're not just healing, you're becoming whole again. And here's a truth you've waited your whole life to hear. You no longer need to earn love, not from people, not from God, not even from yourself. You were enough the moment you were created. Your breath is proof of that love. Your existence is the evidence. You are not a mistake. You are not difficult to love. You are not too sensitive, too loud, not too much or too little. You are perfectly formed exactly as you are. Please hold this truth close as you move into tomorrow, for the world will try to make you forget again. But don't allow it. Guard your spirit, protect your light, speak gently to yourself when the storms return. And remember, this message was a covenant, a promise that heaven will keep, appearing again and again until you believe it on your own. Tonight, before you go to bed, I want you to say one last thing out loud, even if your voice shakes. Even if your heart still questions, say this: I am ready now, heaven. I give you permission. Surprise me with what comes next, and you will be surprised, dear one, in the softest, most sacred, and most unexpected ways. A message, a longing, a number, a discovery, a serenity you were forgetting was possible. This will come not because you deserve it, but because you love it, and because you finally accepted it. So now I close this scroll and happily return to my throne, for the mission is complete. You received, heard the divine, and spoke, yes, while the angels celebrate when even a heart remembers its true essence. You are that heart, and heaven will never cease to love you for that reason. Now rest, smile again, allow the night to embrace you, for the future is no longer something to fear, but something to be eagerly awaited. And I, Archangel Michael, will be here when the next message is revealed. You will know when the time comes. Until then, walk in the light, chosen one. You are immensely loved, divinely protected, and never, ever alone. Even when this message ends, the energy it carries will remain close to you. This is how sacred words work. They don't disappear. They remain, they consolidate, and they awaken. And from this moment on, your life will never be the same. You'll enter spaces in a new way. You'll notice signs where others miss nothing. You'll hear advice in the silence. You'll feel presence where there was once pain. Why? Because now your eyes are open, your heart is attuned, and your soul has remembered something the world tried to make you forget. You were never ordinary. You were chosen, and when heaven chooses you, it doesn't matter who let you slip by. Now, if you've come this far with me, if this message touched something deep within you, I want to invite you to something special. This isn't just an online community, we are a true spiritual family, united by the same light that brought you to these words. In the comments below, share your journey. Tell us what you learned from this video and how it impacted your life. Your words may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. When we share our testimonies, we strengthen each other and create a chain of hope that goes far beyond our perception. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because now you're part of this family, and families care for each other. New messages are on the way. More revelations being prepared, especially for hearts like yours. Hearts ready to fully awaken to the true essence of who they are. And always remember, you're not just watching these videos. You're participating in a spiritual movement that's transforming lives around the world. Your presence here is relevant. Your story has value. You matter. Welcome to the family, dear. I can't wait to hear how heaven will surprise you in the days to come.